Hey, what's up guys, Exalted here, and in today's video what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be showing you guys the fastest possible ways to get high ground when doing creative mode 1v1s. Now I'm mainly focusing on the parts where you open the edit and you just start doing your first 290s. Now the tips that I'm going to be showing you will range from different ways to do those 290s, what ways are faster and what ways aren't quite as fast that most players do, and then I'm also going to be showing you a few things that you can do after you've completed your first few 90s to guarantee yourself high ground in the future. Now, before I get right into the video, I'm sure you guys have noticed that I have changed my name. Yes, I have left KNG. If you guys want me to make a video on why, let me know in the comments. It's not a huge deal. It just wasn't really working for me personally, but that does mean that I'm going to be creating my own Fortnite team. I will be making more information known / another video on that tomorrow, but with that being said, let's get straight into the video. Alright, so for the first tip that I'm going to be showing you guys, I'm going to be showing you guys something called Veau 90s. Now these were created by someone named Parallel Veau, and they are the fastest double 90s that you can actually do. They're not too hard to get down, but in slow motion, pretty much what they're going to be is you're going to have your ramp here, you're going to build one ramp on the bottom, and you're going to come up like this. Now the goal of these 90s is to get as high up on this ramp as you possibly can, and as far to this direction as possible, which means that when you start the 90s, the closer you are to the inside of the ramp and the lower you are to the ramp, the faster they will be. Now, if you are exactly in the middle, it's a little unrealistic. You simply just cannot jump that high. But theoretically, the closer the middle of the ramp you can get, the earlier you'll jump, and that is where 90s kind of get fast. So if you think about it this way, doing 90s is faster than just doing ramps. So if you were to do 90s when you're like right here all the time, it's practically exactly the same as just running up a ramp, but it's just turned 90 degrees. The point of 90s is you can actually jump up portions of the ramp, and jumping is a lot quicker than sprinting, so it will be much faster. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what these 90s actually look like at full speed. Alright guys, so for the second tip that I'm going to be showing you guys, I'm going to be showing you guys double 90s. After this, I'll go into tips about what to do after you do your first 90s, but this is another variation of insanely quick 90s. Now what these are is they're actually double 90s. So a double 90 looks something like this. I'll go ahead and show you just like that. So what I actually did there is I did 190 there, and then I did my second 90 there, but I did it all in one jump. So I got a lot of high ground and I didn't lose my sprint speed. Now sprint speed is the biggest I guess issue that players have when learning double 90s like this. The double 90, pretty much 90 plus 90 is 180 degrees, so it's pretty much like doing this except going up another story, which is why it's super beneficial. But what players end up having issues with is when they're running and they do their double 90s, they don't maintain a sprint throughout the entire thing. So they'll do their 190, they'll do their second 90, but they'll have to start running again. Now the goal of this is you want to make it a circular motion so that you can maintain your sprint the entire time, or you will not do these as fast as possible. So I'm going to go ahead and show you one more example of what these look like. It's pretty much just like the last 90s I just showed you, except you're doing it in one jump. So for tip number 3 and 4, I'm going to be showing you guys a couple cool things that you can do after you've done your first 290s. So the first thing that you can do is something that Clicks does in his 1v1 wagers quite frequently that is very advantageous. So he does his 290s. I'll do this pretty slow for you guys, and then once he gets here, he reaches really high up to, as soon as possible, place those 2 ramps. This will give him more height, and it'll hopefully make it so he is the first person to get these down and block his opponent. Now when he is here and he has placed those 2 ramps, he's going to go ahead and place walls like this, jump, and place a floor. He's going to catch himself with the floor, jump forward, and ramp up from here. This will give him a really quick, really easy extra story. Now the reason why this is beneficial is because he really extends far for these ramps that are over here blocking his opponent, and this is a really quick and fluid way to get over that little thing, because usually people will get their ramps there, but either way, it's a really quick and efficient way to get over and secure that really easy high ground. I'll go ahead and show you guys what it looks like at full speed. For the fourth tip that I'm going to be showing you guys, this actually comes from a player named Senbuga. He is absolutely insane. His mechanical skill is crazy. I think he's one of the most mechanically skilled players in Fortnite. But what he will do is he'll actually show you guys this kind of slow. He'll do his first two 90s, and then in this situation, this is where most players kind of meet up together, right? So once you get here, it's a race to see who can get this ramp up first to kind of establish high ground. Now, of course, he will reach really high to get that ramp up first, but he will always expect that the opponent will get the ramp. Always, no matter what. Even if he gets it, he expects it, and he does this move. So once he has done his 290s, he's ramping up. He expects this. He'll jump off to the side and place 2 floors in a ramp like so, and then he'll go ahead and do a 180. Now from here, you can do a bunch of things, like maybe a side jump into some 90s. It doesn't really matter what you do from there. You can get pretty creative, but I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what this move looks like at full speed. Now, really quickly, before I end the video, I'm actually going to be streaming the World Cup, kind of doing a viewing party on Twitch. It'll start in 13 hours. So if you guys would like to follow me on Twitch, I would really appreciate it. Link is in the description. Also, like I said, I have changed my name. I will be announcing the team tomorrow, and I'm super excited for that. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, hit the like button. If you loved it, hit that sub button. With all of that being said, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out, guys.